It has been 3 months since Jinho reincarnated as a baby. While eavesdropping on others' conversations, he found out a few things. First, this is the Joseon period. Judging by the clothing, it's around the early Joseon dynasty. And my father is royalty, though far from the throne. According to what I heard during class in high school, the king even said his entire day was all about study. Ha! That guy's talking nonsense again. That thing won't even come up in the exam. That's why people don't listen to him. Unlike the extremely busy king, the royalties who were not kings had to stay away from learning just to survive. Which king would like a relative smarter than himself? In other words, I just have to keep studying to a minimum. And since I'm the eldest son of this family, it means I don't have to worry about social status or making a living. Really, it's the perfect setting to do my hobbies passionately. Since young, Jinho displayed an unusual self. It's my first time seeing a 5-year-old solve a Rubik's Cube. His parents' expectations gradually increased due to the extraordinary reactions of those around him. Your child's IQ test result is extraordinary. He's at the level often said to be a genius. The level of a genius? As expected of my son, I'm proud of you, Jinho. However, not long after, the hope turned into disappointment. Jinho was extremely smart, but not academically. Simply put, he was a child suited to be an inventor. An inventor? In today's world? That's why it's a pity. Had Jinho been born just a bit earlier, he might have become an inventor whose name remained in history. The most important part of his genius, studying, was missing. "Why would a smart brat like you not study?" his father scolded. "You'd do well if you just studied a little, just a bit. I'm saying all this for your sake." Suffering from his parents' nagging and academic stress, Jinho ended up becoming obsessed with his hobbies: steam engine model manufacturing, creating a steam locomotive model, learning how to make an arched blade from a Joseon craftsman, and forging full-plate armor based on historical anecdotes. Seeing such passion, acquaintances called him a polymath. The news anchor's voice echoed. The waterplane that uses only manpower to fly succeeded in flying at the mouth of the Han River. This bastard he said to be as genius as a college inventor. His father sighed heavily. "What should we do about that brat Jinho? He's only doing useless things and not studying as we told him to. There's a limit to understanding hobbies." Paying no heed to this, by the time Jinho entered his 3rd year in university, he caused a large-scale accident. He received an email invitation. "Hello, Jinho. We're gathering people to build a sailboat from a famous pirate movie using traditional methods. Although it will be 1/4 the size, we'll use authentic materials throughout. Are you interested?" And so Jinho flew to the United States. "I'll be back," his father shouted. "Kim Jinho!" A few months later. "Hey, Habibi, your skills are really good. I happen to need a cruising yacht. Make me a full-size one. I'll fund it and pay you monthly. Deal?" "Deal." And so Jinho's stay in the U.S. became longer. And so did the waiting period for him to return to Korea. When he finally returned, tension filled the air. "How could you go to the U.S. without a single call? I've never bred a child like you. Get out at once." "Honey, please, it's been so long since Jinho came home. He's like this because you look over it every time. Is this his first time pulling this stunt?" "But how could you hit your child?" she cried. "He can't get himself together because you're always spoiling him. Are you saying it's my fault Jinho is like this?" I was wrong, Jinho whispered. Please don't fight because of me. First, go serve in the military, Jinho. Go there and mature. Yes, he replied softly. You finally can breathe easily now. You've worked hard. It was a relief that he finally matured. Ah, brother, thank you, Jinho said. Ha ha, congrats. Stop upsetting your parents now, his friend teased. Yes, he answered, I should. And so it seemed peace had finally found the family. But suffering from a deep mental thirst, Jinho began going back and forth to the hospital with depression. His parents came to a decision. Live the way you want, his father said. It seems I failed to understand your feelings all this time. Thank you, Jinho's voice trembled. Submitting his resignation letter, Jinho began to pursue his passion. And then the explosion, the accident that sent him to the Joseon period. This is actually better. Now that I'm born with a silver spoon, I'll do all the hobbies I couldn't do in my previous life. What's our son feeling so good about? Judging by how he enjoys the classics being recited, she thought, our son must be excellent at writing. It was a fatal misunderstanding. Time flew quickly. Congratulations, my lord, a servant said. Thank you, his father replied. Another servant echoed, Congratulations! The man that is my father, it looks like he's in a better position than I thought. Is a royal family that isn't in a succession race actually more dangerous? Will I be fine? It's His Highness, the Crown Prince. Welcome, Your Highness, the Crown Prince. Welcome, Your Highness, the Grand Prince. Yo, nice to meet you. The Crown Prince laughed warmly. To think my nephew already has his first birthday party? Chungyoung, congratulations. Sister-in-law, congratulations too. Thank you, Your Highness, Jinho's mother said. I think I am mentioning an important key word earlier. Sister-in-law, may I hold my nephew once? It would be an honor, Your Highness. My, the child is very cute. Thank you, Your Highness. Chungyoung, this child looks extremely bright, resembling you. You're Chungyoung, the Grand Prince Chungyoung? My father is Sejong the Great?